Module 1, lessen the drift. Counting down, 3, 2, 1. Let's explore this concept of the drift. Now let's start with a very straightforward question. As executive assistants, what are you paid for? Now many of you might say it's to keep my executive organised or to assist wherever required. But beyond these transactional tasks, beyond these tasks that you do on a day-by-day, there's a deeper responsibility. Now, countering the phenomenon known as the drift is your deeper responsibility. Now, imagine at the year's start, everyone's in the organisation, everyone's planning and getting really clear about what the organisation is focused on for the year. Maybe even the end of the year before, planning for the following year. Whenever you sit together and work on what are the key fundamental strategies that we're going to be focusing on for the year. And we all jump in this metaphoric boat towards the goals of the business. However, distractions arise, and before we know it, we find ourselves off course, guided by unexpected factors like the wind or the current. Now, this drift happens in organisations daily. Now, your role as executive assistants isn't just about daily tasks. Yes, that's a big part of it, but it's also about steering the boat back on course and ensuring that the organisation achieves the results beyond what's predictable. Now, true leadership involves envisioning and moulding a future that transcends the ordinary. Now, this type of leadership requires timely interventions, especially when faced with the drift. So your leadership project in this course will challenge you to tackle the drift at times. The drift is real and it happens often, and the drift will happen throughout your leadership project. But your ability to intervene and redirect will define your success. So to explore this, I want you to reflect on the following questions. What outcomes are predictable in your performance over the next 6 to 8 months? Now, if your current performance or if the current ways of operating, if your current ways persist, where will you end up by the end of this course? If you continue doing what you're already doing, where will you end up by the end of the course if nothing changes? Will being busy be your explanation at the end of the course? Now, without intervention, what to do? To explore this, I want you to reflect on the following questions. What outcomes are predictable in your performance over the next 6 to 8 months? Now, if you continue going and operating the way you're currently operating, what will be the result at the end of this course? What do you think you will achieve if you don't change anything and continue down the same path of what you're doing? Now, will being too busy be your explanation in the end? And without intervention, what do you foresee happening over the course? Without you intervening in the drift, what do you see will happen? Now, it's essential to gain clarity about this potential challenge and what's coming your way around the drift. Just being aware of this can often provide the motivation to act differently. Sometimes just having that level of awareness changes. So for now, I just want you to focus on building this awareness, both for yourself, but also within the organisation.